Once I got to know him and, we became friends first, and then we developed this bond. We both understood where we were at that time in our lives, and we both knew nobody else understood exactly how we felt. So sitting there, being handcuffed to a bench, and, I do remember feeling the comfort of someone caring about you enough that, they just wanted to make it okay.
I'll do some bullshit, and it's hard. I really, really can second guess it a lot. It breaks my heart where I'm like, this shit would never happen if, I wasn't in this life. You forgive me?
Yeah, I think I've forgiven you all the way. I think I need to forgive myself some things.
She's one of the most beautiful people in the world, and I'm a pretty nice guy myself.
Picture this, it's 1999, and JLo and Diddy are Hollywood's it couple, dripping in glamour and living the highlight. But beneath the glitz, there's a lot more than anyone ever realized. Fast forward to today, and who's stirring the pot? None other than Ben Affleck. Yeah, Batman himself is out here dropping bombshells that could rewrite Hollywood history, and this isn't your typical tea. Ben's hinting at a secret that could change everything. Turns out JLo and Diddy weren't just the ultimate power couple flaunting their love at every red carpet. Nope. Ben suggesting something way more explosive, a hidden marriage between JLo and Diddy that no one saw coming. Shocking, right? Well, it's about to get even messier. Ben's not just talking about celebrity drama. He's unveiling a whole chapter of JLo's life that's been kept under wraps for decades. We're talking double life territory here. The kind of scandal that makes you rethink everything you thought you knew. If Ben's claims are true, it's going to change the way we see JLo, Diddy, and even Ben himself. Could Affleck have known all along? Is there more to this twisted web of secrets? One thing's for sure, the mystery is unraveling, and it's about to up in ways no one could have predicted. JLo and Diddy were couple goals right wrong. Their relationship was a roller coaster of drama that nobody saw coming. But here's the real shocker. What if they were hiding an even bigger secret all along? So picture this, JLo's working on her music video for If You Had My Love when in walks Diddy Sparks. Fly, and next thing you know, they're the hottest couple in town. But hold up, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. JLo spilled some major tea in a 2003 Vibe interview, saying she never actually caught Diddy cheating, but she knew something was up. But that's not even the craziest part. Remember that nightclub shooting at Club New York? Yeah, both JLo and Diddy got arrested. They found a gun in their car, and JLo spent 14 hours in custody before they let her go.
Nobody really wants to be arrested or handcuffed or, go through all that kind of stuff. It's a really traumatic.
Now here's where things get really weird. Diddy kept talking about wanting a divorce, but wait a minute, they weren't even married. Or were they? JLo straight up said he said to me many times, I want a divorce. Like what this has got people thinking, maybe they had a secret wedding nobody knew about. Fast forward to now. And JLo's dropping hints in her new documentary about the greatest love story never told. She's talking about being manhandled and some other shady stuff going down. It's got everyone wondering what really went on between these two. Fast forward to today, and JLo's past is coming back to haunt her. He who's spilling the tea is none other than her husband, Ben Affleck. What's got Ben is so worked up, he's ready to air all the dirty laundry. Ben Affleck's usually the guy who keeps things on the down low, right? He's all about that private life, staying out of the spotlight, but something's changed, and it's got everyone talking. Word on the street is Ben stumbled onto some real dirt, and he couldn't keep it to himself. Can you imagine finding out your wife had a whole secret life with her ex? That's got to hurt, and it looks like that's exactly what happened to Ben. He's not just mad, he's feeling straight up betrayed, and that's why he's ready to air all the dirty laundry. But here's the thing, why now rumors are flying that he got tipped off about some seriously juicy info about JLo's past with Diddy, and whatever it is, it's big enough to make Ben break his silence. Now we all know Ben and JLo have had their ups and downs, but this is next level. Ben's acting like a man who just found out his whole world's been turned upside down. He's angry, he's confused, and he's ready to let it all out. And let's not forget Ben's got his own reputation to think about. He's been in the game long enough to know how Hollywood works. If there's dirt on JJ, it could spill back on him too. So for him to be willing to risk all that, the tea must be scorching hot. The feds didn't just raid Diddy's cribs for fun, they were hunting for evidence, and boy did they hit the jackpot. Imagine if there was proof of JLo's secret past just sitting in an FBI evidence locker right now. During those FBI raids on Diddy's properties, they found some seriously juicy stuff. We're talking videotapes that might show JLo in some compromising situations with Diddy now. Suge Knight is back in the spotlight, and this time he is stirring up some major drama around Jennifer and Ben Affleck's marriage on his podcast. He collects calls with Suge Knight, the infamous former music mogul, and drops some wild allegations that have everyone buzzing, according to Sue. The reason behind the potential downfall of the Affleck-Lopez power couple isn't your usual Hollywood drama. It's some deep FBI-level stuff. Here's the tea. Suge claims that when the feds raided Diddy's house, they snagged a few tapes, and these weren't just any tapes. They supposedly showed JLo in some compromising situation. Now, rewind to 1999, when Diddy and JLo were together and a nightclub shooting went down. Rapper Shine took the fall for it, but Suge has got a different version of the story. He says JLo straight up lied and threw Shine under the bus, knowing full well that the gun actually belonged to Diddy, and that little FIB, according to Suge, is what sent Shine to prison and ruined his life. But here's where it gets juicy. Suge claims the FBI showed these tapes to Ben Affleck, giving him a heads up about his wife's past. According to Suja, it's all about that white man privilege. He alleges that Affleck was given the chance to see the tapes before any potential legal fallout hit. Lopez Sue thinks this insider knowledge was enough to make Ben reconsider his marriage in typical Suve fashion. He didn't hold back, saying Affleck probably wanted out of the relationship because Lopez brought too much baggage into his life. She brought all that extra asterisk out, and now that Mother Effer wants out, Suge said clearly convinced that Affleck's marriage was on the rocks because of these tapes, but let's talk about these tapes for a second. What's on them that's got everyone so shook? Some people are saying it might prove JLo and Diddy were secretly married back in the day. Others think it might be something even crazier. Whatever it is, it's bad enough to make Ben want to bounce, and it's not just about the past. This whole tape situation could have some serious consequences for JLo right now. We're talking legal trouble, reputation damage. The whole 9 yards. If these tapes ever get out, it could be game over for JLo's squeaky clean image. It's getting worse for JLo by the second, as Nathan Rubin, one of the victims, is saying JLo and Diddy have been trying to keep her quiet about it for years. On December 27, 1999, Diddy and JLo were living it up at Club New York. Everything was cool until someone spilled a drink on Diddy. Next thing you know, shots are fired and 3 people end up hurt. Now people are saying JLo might have helped Diddy cover up what really happened that night. We're not just talking about a secret marriage anymore. This is some next-level legal drama. But wait, there's more. Lil Rod, a music producer, is also spilling some major tea. He says he heard Diddy admit he was behind the shooting, and get this, he says JLo was the one who gave him the gun. If that's true, we're talking about JLo being involved in a straight-up crime, and it doesn't stop there. Diddy's old bodyguard, Gene Deal, is talking too. He says Diddy was putting pressure on witnesses to lie for him during the trial, like full-on witness tampering. This whole thing is starting to sound like something out of a crime movie just when you thought this couldn't get any messier to enter. Jennifer Garner, that Jennifer Garner turns out she's not just sitting on the sidelines, but why is Ben's ex suddenly in the middle of this JLo Diddy chaos? It looks like Jen G's got some serious concerns about how all this drama could affect her kids with Ben, and she's not afraid to let him know it. Sources say she's been putting the pressure on Ben to cut ties with JLo before things got even crazier. You gotta hand it to Garner. She's always been super protective of her kids' privacy. Remember when she went all mama bear and lobbied for laws to keep paparazzi away from celeb kids? Well, she's bringing that energy to this situation. Word on the street is Garner's worries went through the roof when all this JLo Diddy stuff started resurfacing, especially after those FBI raids on Diddy's places. Garner's not just worried about her kids. She's got some major pull when it comes to Ben's decisions. Insiders are saying she might be the reason Ben's suddenly spilling all this tea about JLo's past. Think about it. Ben and Garner have this whole complicated history, right? They've been through a lot together, so when Garner starts talking, Ben listens, and if she's telling him to distance himself from JLo in all this drama, you better believe he's going to think twice just when you thought the Bennifer saga couldn't get any wilder. JLo drops a bombshell that's got everyone talking. August 20th, 2024, that's the day JLo decided to call it quits with Ben Affleck. Yeah, you heard that right. Why would she file for divorce on their second wedding anniversary? The timing's too perfect to be a coincidence, and it's about to blow this whole situation wide open, and JLo filed those papers herself. No fancy lawyer, just Jenny from the block taking matters into her own hands. Now you might be thinking, wait, didn't they just get married? Well, it turns out trouble was brewing way before the divorce papers hit. JLo's saying they've been living separate lives since April 26, 2024. That's almost 4 whole months of pretending everything was fine in Hollywood. Am I right? Remember how everyone was all better forever when they got back together? Well, guess what? They didn't have a prenup. Yep, you read that right. No prenup for one of Hollywood's power couples, which means everything they earned during their marriage is up for grabs. Now JLo's saying she doesn't want any of Ben's money. She's all I'm good with. Keep your cash, but let's be real, with no prenup, this could turn into a major money fight. Everything from their fancy houses to their movie earnings could be on the table. Poor JLo, though a source close to her says she's totally heartbroken. Apparently, she really tried to make it work, but sometimes love just isn't enough, especially when you've got trust issues and potential secret marriages hanging over your head. So now we've got a messy divorce on our hands, no prenup, no communication, and a whole lot of hurt feelings. It's like a recipe for the most dramatic court battle Hollywood has seen in years. Both JLo and Ben are probably gearing up for a fight, and you know it's going to get ugly while JLo's dealing with her past. It looks like Ben might be eyeing a future with someone new and not just anyone we're talking about, Kit Kennedy, as in the Kennedy family they've been spotted hanging out at some fancy spot since the divorce news dropped. It's got everyone wondering if Ben's really ready to move on that fast or if this is just his way of dealing with all the JLo drama. Now Ben's people are all like, no way, they're just friends. They're saying there's no truth to the romance rumors. They even went as far as saying Ben and Kit might not even know each other. But come on, we all know how Hollywood works. There's always more to the story, right? The timing's a little suspenseful. Don't you think it's like Ben barely had time to change his relationship status on Facebook before these rumors started flying? Ben's going through it right now. He's dealing with a messy divorce. All this drama about JLo's past with Diddy, and now these rumors about Kit are enough to make anyone's head spin. So maybe just maybe he's not actually trying to jump into a new relationship. Maybe he's just looking for a friend to lean on during all this craziness on the flip side. Though you've got to wonder if there's more to this Ben and Kit thing than meets the eye. Could this be why Ben's been acting so weird lately? Is this new friendship the real reason he's been spilling all that tea about JLo and Diddy? Kit's not staying quiet about all this. She's been telling people left and right that she's not dating Ben, but you know how it goes in Hollywood. The more you deny something, the more people think it's true. Social media is blowing up with fans taking sides. Most believe everything Ben's spilling, saying I believe it. JLo is despicable and Ben is her karma. Another one said Ben knew she had a relationship with Diddy and married her anyway. He knows everything she did when she was with her. I know and don't know these people. He is not innocent, either a drunk or a cheater, not a good guy. JLo's squeaky, clean image, yeah, that might be toast all those years of being America's sweetheart, could go down the drain if even half of this stuff is true. People are already side-eyeing her past performances, wondering if she was hiding something all along, and Ben his reputation's on shaky ground too, and let's not forget about Diddy and all this he's been laying low, but you know he's got to be sweating bullets if those tapes come out. Who knows what they might reveal about him. This could be the end of his empire too. This whole mess is far from over, we're just scratching the surface, and who knows what other secrets are going to come out. Every day there's something new, and it's got everyone talking. What do you think is really going down? Let us know in the comments.